Man, what's up? We're back with another video. And by the title, it looked like he tired of being a good man. So we about to jump into it and see what he's talking about.
Fuck being a good man. Fuck this whole idea. This whole construct of being a good man.
Why?
Because I walk around all the time. I walk around and just observe and see society for what it is. And all around me, I just see a whole bunch of repressed men that are living unfulfilled lives, that aren't whole, that are lonely, that are comfortable, that are safe, that are being treated like dirt by majority of women, that are being cheated on, and all sorts of things going on, bro. And I see it on the daily, and I observe it. And I can't hold this in no longer, bro. I gotta let you know that being a good man is a lie. And there's no merit in it.
He said that he's seen. He ain't said that he been through none of this stuff. Just remind y'all.
There's no merit in being a good
Now
man.
let's hear if he's been cheated on or any. Let's hear his backstory. Because right now it don't sound like he got a good enough reason to not be a good man. It just sounds like he has an excuse to not be a good man. You know what I'm saying? Like he want to be a piece of shit. He's always been a piece of shit, and he ain't gonna be nothing but, you know.
And there's no merit in being what society is telling you you need to be. And you know what really changed my life? I read this book by Jack Donovan. And in this book, one of the things that stood out the most to me, he said a lot of men confuse being a good man with being good at being a man. Let me repeat that and paraphrase. A lot of men confuse being good at being a man with being a good man. Now, there's a difference between the two. One of them is you're good at being a man. The other is you're a good man. And good is what the collective dictates is good. But it's not the real you. It's not your real primal instinct. It's not really how you want to live life. You're living how other people are telling you you need to live. They're telling you you need to tolerate a whole bunch of bullshit that you don't got to. They're telling you you need to go out and do things you don't want to do. They're telling you you need to.
But if it makes somebody you care about happy, then honestly, you should want to do it. Because you should want to do anything to make them happy. You know what I mean? I don't know.
To work a 9 to 5 your whole life. They're telling you you need to tolerate a woman's bullshit forever. They're telling you not to take accountability and responsibility. They're telling you that
not to take accountability and responsibility. No, we supposed to take accountability and responsibility for our actions and the things that we do and accept the consequences that come with anything that we do.
Sexuality is bad. And repress all that. Stop being assertive. Stop being aggressive. Stop being a man. Stop being strong. Stop being confident. Stop standing up for yourself. Avoid confrontation. This is all the shit.
Yeah, they do say stop standing. They do. I hear a lot of that when a man stand up for himself, they try to call you sassy and and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what am I supposed to do? Just stand there and let you just keep, yeah. I gotta stand up for myself at some point.
Shit that really goes against who we are. So it's like we got a split personality. We don't know what to do. It's like, damn, bro, I really feel all of this anger. I really need to let this out. I really feel this sexual desire, but society tells me that it's bad. I really feel like
What sexual desire are you
I
talking
want to
about?
be strong, but society tells me I'm a meathead if I'm strong. And a lot of us have fell into this trap. And the whole thing behind me realizing this is because I lived outside of the country before. So it's like you get to see a third perspective of your country.
Bro, he said he lived outside of the country. I'm thinking, the fuck you mean? I live in the country. Like, it's horses, cows, and chickens down the street type shit. Like, that's what I thought he was talking about. But nah, he's talking about he lived outside of the continent.
Country's customs, of their culture, of their beliefs.
Okay.
And you realize it's all made up. Because in Asia, they have totally different systems. They have a whole different way of looking at life.
They don't even fuck with us in Asia. Could have found out like
And they
black
have
people in
their
China or
own
Japan
way of doing things. So it's all really made up.
or South Korea. Oh, crazy.
So why box yourself into what the society you live in wants you to do? That's not even the way of a man. True masculinity is the search for freedom.
Right.
Not even the search, it's the pursuit.
You do want
it's
freedom.
The
you do want
constant
freedom.
Desire for freedom. You want to be free.
But you also want a family. You also want to, you know what I'm saying, build and have somebody, like, build a legacy as a man. You know what I'm saying? And how you gonna build a legacy if you ain't got a woman behind you with kids? You can't build a legacy because when you die, where is that legacy going? Come on.
You want to live a free life.
Happy wife, happy life.
You want to go out and do. So stop trying to be a good man because you're being fake and you're acting.
Man,
now, am I telling you to?
You gotta keep trying, because let me tell you something. If you keep on doing something for so long, eventually it'll become your personality, your trait, and your characteristics.
Disregard all your morals and your values and go out and throw a whole bunch of Diddy parties. No, that's not what I'm telling y'all niggas to do. But what I am telling you, y'all to do is to discard the facade that you're putting on, this nice guy, good guy facade that you're putting on.
No, man.
And it's not working for you anyway.
It is work. It will. Hey, it does work. The nice guy does work. I'm telling you, it does. Let me tell you, when I was being a nice guy to my girl, she was so happy. I fell off. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she ain't happy where she was posted. She ain't like how she was before, and that's my fault. But you know, I'm making the steps and efforts to make things right. You know. And one thing is, man, women do like romantic shit. Unless I don't know how these young girls are. I don't know. My woman, she's born in the '80s. So if you want loyalty, you know what I'm saying, look for somebody that's about born in the '80s. You know, 80s, '90s, early '90s, uh late '70s, somewhere around there, if you looking for loyalty and just that old shit, you know, because some of them still want that. Maybe not all, but some of them still want that. The other ones, they going through a midlife crisis, so they trying to act young and go back excuse me, they reverting, and we don't want to revert. We trying to progress and elevate. You feel me?
You don't gotta be what other people want you to be. You don't gotta be the politically correct person people want you to be. You can be yourself. Whatever aspiration you got, what's ever really inside of you, let that out. Be who you want to be.
As long as you're not hurting others, hell no.
Speak your mind.
Of course. Now, he's telling you to speak your mind. He said, but he said as long as you're not hurting others. Now, let me tell you something. If I speak my mind, it's gonna probably hurt others because I can't dictate somebody else's feelings.
So I'm gonna go over the things that
And I can't
you need
dictate how they
to
perceive what I say.
do to be good at being a man, which is basically masculinity. Number one, I would say, is action. Be action oriented.
I wonder if he has an apartment or a house. Or is he like, I don't see anything in the bag, but that don't mean that there ain't stuff in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? He cleared out space for his video and shit type shit. I don't know. I always feel funny. I always feel some type of way about these people that do their little reaction videos or their little content videos inside their car.
This is the essence of this energy. You're action oriented.
Or it could just be where he feel, I don't know.
You go out and you do. The sperm goes to the egg. It goes out and searches. It doesn't wait. It's not passive. It's not receptive. And the next part of it is you being that rock in the storm. So when everything outside is chaos, you are the rock. When a hurricane is going, when any disaster is going on outside in the world, you're that rock that can't be swayed, that can't be moved. And this is basically meditation or going into silence. You being able to do that in the chaos. So you have to be able to balance when to know when to do.
Oh, and happy Veterans Day. It is still Veterans Day. Salute to all the veterans out there serving our country. You know what I'm saying? Respect, respect.
And when to sit down and meditate.
For sure. Y'all putting your life on the line.
And it's not even doing traditional meditation. That's not what you got to do. It's more so you just sitting down and you like sitting with your thoughts. You sitting with yourself. You don't got to sit and chant and put your hands in mudras. You don't got to do that. But just sit and with no distractions by yourself. And go into the storm of your mind. Go into the storm of you and all the chaos in the world going around you, and you being able to separate yourself from that and not be swayed by the outside opinion.
Oh my God, man. I don't even know what the fuck dude talking about.
It's not be swayed by the outside events and circumstances.
Some girl broke his heart. That's what it is. Some girl broke up with him and he's just said, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna go viral, bitch. He won't bash women.
And masculinity is like the sun.
This dude.
It's an order. The sun come up every day. The sun hasn't missed a day. Not that I've known of. I've never seen it recorded in history. The whole history of this planet, of civilization, the sun has came out every day. Now, if you live in Alaska, like, that's on you. Yeah, that's probably different. I don't know if y'all get sun every day. But majority of other countries, we see the sun every day. The sun is going to come out no matter what. This is the masculine energy of the world. Now, the more feminine is the changing climates, the rain, the sun, shine, the cloud.
I thought the sun was the masculine energy. So how is the sun the feminine energy too?
The winter. It's different seasons. This is
I figured he would have said the moon or something was gonna be the feminine energy. You know, I don't know. I don't know, which would have still been the opposite because I consider the sun the actual. If anything, the sun would be the feminine energy because it brings life. It carries life. It holds life. Also, it can bring destruction, hold destruction. A woman can do both things. She can bring you in and she can take you out. Trust me, and you wouldn't even see it coming.
this is more of feminine energy because it's changing.
You thought it was beautiful.
But you gotta be that rock. You gotta want order. And you gotta take accountability. In this society, it's like nobody takes accountability for nothing. Nobody takes responsibility
Not at all.
for
Everybody's
nothing.
full
It's
of
like we just
narcissists.
blame everybody, blame everything
We all narcissists
outside of ourselves. And until we realize that we create these situations ourselves within, we're the root cause of all of our problems, our addictions, our circumstances. Until we realize this, then shit will never change.
Mm-hmm. You got a point.
You are the cause of anything that you're experiencing, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth.
I know that's hard to wrap your mind around.
That's the truth.
But it's the truth.
Mm-hmm. That is the truth.
It's the absolute truth.
Absolutely.
If you're depressed, you're causing yourself to be depressed.
Most people are depressed because of the financial situation they in. I'm gonna tell you that now. If you get you some money and like just save it, you won't be as depressed. You know, because then from there you can go out and go do certain things, go hang out and go, mingle at that point.
I'm telling you this from somebody that's going through depression throughout my whole life.
Same.
Major. It's
I got major
addiction
depression.
To a feeling of being depressed. If you're going through loneliness,
it's because you choose to be lonely.
You got to take accountability.
Yep. We choose to be lonely.
You are causing your loneliness because this is a feeling. And there's actions that you can do to
not feel lonely,
alleviate the feeling.
Yep.
And it's not even necessarily going out and making friends. It's just you changing your perspective.
Yep.
So you don't have to feel lonely. You can feel like you're enjoying your company by yourself. You can feel like you're elevating. By doing things that are going to elevate
you. Having a craft.
If a girl cheat on you, a girl do you wrong, yeah, you can't control her actions.
Not at all.
But
you can
take accountability and say, I chose to date this girl that obviously has problems.
Yep.
So what did I miss that I should have seen? What did I let slide that I shouldn't have let slide? Mm-hmm. Why did I attract this into my life? Why did I tolerate this? Why did I tolerate her disrespecting me?
Right.
Why did I choose to ignore the red flag?
Right.
What inside me attracted her to me?
Right.
It's taking accountability.
Looking within yourself.
Because we're not saints, bro. Nobody is a saint. So we always want to blame everything else. We want to blame alcohol. We want to blame weed. We want to blame the food industry. We want to blame the porn industry. Like, yeah, some of these things are bad.
Like the alcohol.
But we're the ones consuming it.
Yeah.
So there's something impure in us that wants and seeks things that's impure in the world. So until you tackle that impurity within yourself, then you're never going to change a problem. You can do no fap all you want, but until you go inside and you say, yo, bro, I'm the impure one. I'm the one that's enjoying doing this shit. Because I wouldn't do shit if I didn't enjoy it, if I didn't get some type of pleasure from it, if I didn't get some type of relief and enjoyment from this. Until you go into yourself and you say that, then you can't tackle the root of the problem. And it's really you just acknowledging it. This is what repenting for your sins is.
Mm-hmm.
She's saying, yo, bro, I'm not perfect, bro. I have impurities. Until you're honest with yourself, it's never going to
I feel like repenting and being honest with yourself are two different things.
change.
But
because once you're conscious of it, you can change how you look at life. You can get rid of the impurity.
We can talk about that though if y'all
you're
want.
honest with yourself.
Oh, I got a different aspect on life. So many different aspects on death, like life after death. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I love to engage with people in that.
It's not the end of the world. The world isn't going to be over. Just because you have an impurity, just because you have a food addiction.
The world will be
like, just admit yourself, like, yeah, bro, I'm running from something.
The world in one
I'm trying to fill a void.
It's called the
I am impure.
Times.
I can be purified, though. It's not the end of the world, bro. It's a new beginning, actually. So accountability is a big part of masculinity. Now, the next thing is living with an open heart. And the way the superior man talks about this as well. So basically, just living with an open heart. So you're able to take the pain, the rejections.
Right.
You're able to go out into life and fail and not let it close you up.
Right. I've been doing that my whole life.
The other video I talked about how my homie approached a girl and she was basically trying to tear him down and tear down his self-esteem. And it's like, yeah, you can let that affect you. Or you can just still live with an open heart.
True.
You can still choose to go out and do, even though this last person just tried to basically.
I feel like he's contradicting himself because he's talking about not being a good man, but then he's talking about just being loving somebody with an open heart. If you love somebody with an open heart after you've been hurt by somebody else, then you're a good man. But if you don't do that, then that will make you not a good man because you ain't willing to take chances, take risks, and give people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? After you done been hurt, like, come on now,
destroy you,
make up your mind,
and bring you down. They basically stab you in the heart. But you can still choose to live with an open heart no matter how much hurt you feel. Because in this life, bro, we're going to go through failures. We're going to go through heartbreak. We're going to go through so much shit, bro. Loved ones are going to fade away.
See how I use an ad blocker. Very mindful, very demure. I'm not watching ads like the rest of you.
And I hate this demure
word. But when I do, I get paid for it.
I hate the demure word. My GM uses it all the time and she get on my nerves with it.
Your life is going to look different in 5-10 years. Everything is impermanent. Everything is going to fade away. You're going to miss shots. You're not going to hit every shot you take. People are going to ridicule you. People aren't going to like you. There's going to be situations that's tough.
Yes, it is. Oh, God, he ain't lying about that.
But you still got to live with an open heart. Do not let none of this shit close your heart and get you in your feelings and get you on some red pill rage shit to where you just on the internet talking about all women are trash. You're on the internet.
He light skinned talking about this. Just imagine being dark skinned. Being dark skinned, it don't matter what country you in. Being dark skinned, you always get treated different. It don't matter what country you in. France, India, China, Russia. It don't matter. You always get treated different if you dark skinned.
And talking about all this bullshit and you're generalizing and you're just in your feelings and you're in your hurt, bro.
He's in the mixture of fair skin and dark skin. He's in the mix.
But that can't stop you from spreading love, bro.
Right.
So stop trying to be a good man. Stop trying to be this.
But they can't stop you from trying to spread love. So being a good man is actually is being a loving person. What is he talking about?
Politically correct.
Just like being a good woman is being a
nice
loving
guy that the world says they love, but they don't really love you. Because there's no movement for men's mental health.
It's about
there's no movement for none of this shit. Nobody's trying to help you. Nobody's trying to help us.
They ain't, but hey.
So it shows nobody really
it's on
gives
verge.
A fuck.
It's on the verge.
So stop caring what other people think and live your life. Live life based off of your aspirations and your desires. Live life in a way to where you're giving yourself to the world. You can't give a false self to the world and be valuable. You can only be valuable when you give your real self to the world. A tree is valuable because a tree is being a tree no matter what. A tree isn't trying to be a frog. A tree is being a tree. And we need trees to be trees. And if you look at each tree, none of them look exactly the same. None of them have the same patterns. None of them have the same characteristics. 100%.
True.
They all have variation.
I get what his analogy is. I understand.
Even blades of grass, they all have variation. So this is what you are. You're an individual.
If you don't get it, yeah.
Be you. Embrace your masculinity. Embrace being a man. Embrace your sexual desire. Embrace that you want to fuck women. Embrace that you might want more than one woman.
But if you in a relationship, that shit ain't okay. If you want more than one woman and you in a relationship, then I mean, you got two options. Two options. You first, okay? You be honest and you vocalize it and you let her know. Like, try to come up with some agreement. It's called swinging. And then you got a second option. If she ain't with that shit and that's what you want to do, you leave. And then there's a third option. Most of y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy. But there's a third option. I don't care what none of these alpha males, none of that shit. I don't care what none of them say. If you in a relationship, you love a woman, all right? And you are one of those people who like to have sex a lot. She might not be. You don't want to cheat. It's against your moral code. Y'all gonna hate me for this, I promise. Watch porn.
Praise that you're aggressive.
Or, see, you ain't got now. When I say watch porn, it ain't gotta be you watching another dude smashing some chick. Okay, it's simple. You can watch a girl masturbating. You get what I'm saying? Watching a girl play with herself, sticking a dildo in herself. I mean, squirting. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying all this probably, but I'm just saying, like, this is I know I got older viewers, people that's around my age. I ain't got no young kids watching my stuff, so that's good. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the motherfuckers that's my age. You get what I'm saying? I'm not associating with them. Kids shouldn't even be watching my videos because I said it to no kids watching my videos. So if you watching my video and you a kid, then that's your parents' fault and that's your fault.
Embrace that you don't want to tolerate bullshit. Embrace that you're a leader. Embrace that you're dominant. Embrace this shit, bro. Stop trying